Hi, I'm Avinash. I support Informatica Customer 360 Insights. The agenda of the demo is to provide an introduction on how the data gets ingested and validated, along with the summary of the topic. On the introduction part, we are going to tell how the data flows to Customer 360 Insight from multiple source systems and gets ingested into the cluster, which are used by customer for analytics. To process the source data, we need to move the files into the incoming path or input path, and then we need to configure the phases which has to be executed as a part of workflow in the enterprise customer workflow kerberos.xml, and then we need to move the updated file to the hdfs location as well, and then we need to run the uzi job to run the workflow using the command uzi job and -uzi with your first qualified domain name and the port and the config where the job.properties are available with a keyword run. And once you execute this command, you will be receiving a job ID which you have to note it down for checking the status of the workflow. To view the workflow phases, you can use the command which is displayed on the screen, like Uzi job, and then again your first qualified domain name with portal and details, and at the end there is a keyword called as info and the job ID from the above command, which means when you have run the Uzi workflow, you would have received a job ID, and that and then in case of any failures when you view the workflow status or the progress, it, it can be viewed in the common error path where the details would be available on why the data or the row got failed. Some of the examples due to which the source data fails are like it might be a data type mismatch. Say for example, like if we are expecting an integer value and we are getting a string, then that data is considered as an invalid data and it will be moved into the error path. And one more common error which we usually see is the additional attributes we receive in the data. Like if we are expecting 5 or 6 attributes and we are getting more like 7 or 8, then the data is considered as an invalid data. After the data gets ingested, to view or validate the data, you can use any REST client. In the current demo, I'm going to explain using the advanced REST client. When you install the advanced REST client and configure it to the Chrome browser and run the advanced REST client, first you need to toggle the use XHR extension and then restart the advanced REST client, post which you need to use the services to view the data. So some of the C360i data sources can be viewed in all-site config properties, and the data sources which are available in the out-of-the-box are provided below. Some are one, which defines all-site, and 4 denotes customer transaction, 9 denotes web chat, 15 denotes customer profile, and 3 denotes deterministic match. So a few of the syntaxes I'll be explaining you to validate the data in the next slide. So here there is a syntax on how to view the data in the REST client. You can give the host name and port number and then the context name, whether it's a real-time service, and then you need to provide the version of the all site or you are using the C360i, and then the service name, whether you are trying to get the data or whether you are trying to save the data or inactive, reactive, delete, whatever operation you're trying to do. The examples are shared below in the screen. You can see over there. And at the end, you need to give the all site ID. Like 15 denotes customer profile, which I have mentioned in the earlier slide. You can give based on whatever data sources you want. And in the end, and for any further details on how uh, the data can be ingested in a different from different sources can be viewed in the documents available in the Informatica portal and KB articles. Please refer to them in case of any further information required. Thank you for your time. See ya.